Hello, welcome to GameGazm's Christmas Countdown. I'm Bren.
I'm Jay. And Bren, what game have we got today?
Well, Jason, under the Christmas tree today is Catherine. Catherine. It featured on last year's list of games and it's still here as it's just a great example of how quirky Japanese puzzlers can be addictive, offer great characters, superb atmosphere and an awesome story that you as the player help to unfold. Will you be unfaithful to Catherine and go see the sexy slice of the other Catherine? Or will you stay true to Catherine and tell the other Catherine to stay away while struggling your way through terrible nightmares? The nightmares are the main meat of the game and see you trying to traverse complex puzzle towers. Depending on how much alcohol you drink at the Stray Sheep bar, it could give you a speed boost in your nightmares. So naturally I got as trashed as possible before entering the levels. Aside from the gameplay, I really enjoyed the interactions at the Stray Sheep bar. The conversations were great, and you could also play a little arcade minigame in the bar. This little distraction was amazing and was just as fulfilling as the main game. Offering you a limited number of turns to complete each stage was a real challenge. It was super addictive and still to this day I can't help but stick it on every now and then. Adding to this, the beautiful presentation of the game with these stylised anime graphics and a special edition that included an I Love Rave t-shirt. It was a glorious title that shouldn't be passed up. The story was deep and engrossing, the gameplay frantic and challenging, the graphics enchanting, and all the while fueled by a great soundtrack of mellow tones and intense horror themes. Catherine is a must-buy.
So, Catherine. Bren, interesting choice.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I mean, we featured it last year on our Christmas countdown list, but we only did it on Facebook. We didn't do it as videos, did we?
No.
But yeah, Catherine's one of those ones that just, I don't know, it's just so quirky and different that it's always held a special place in my heart. And I just can't help it. I just love the atmosphere of the whole thing. I mean, I like the whole dream and the nightmare kind of scenario and that affecting real life and the whole story of Catherine and Catherine. Is very, very interesting.
Yeah, and the kind of the moral choices you have to make, like with replying to the text messages, and you can say different it kind of says more about you as a person, really, than anything. But
well, yes, we won't read too much into that.
No, but the nightmare bits were really hard.
Yes.
Like really, like typically Japanese game, like hard, and it was good how the events in it kind of reflected what happened the day before.
Yeah, and how the characters kind of like in the bar, when you're talking to them, when you go into your nightmares, the sheep that are stood around the area before you go into the level are kind of reflecting the characters from the bar.
Yeah, they wear the hats and sometimes.
That's right, yeah. And it's just really cool. It's a really lovely game and just one that you should really experience if you haven't. And you could probably get it really cheap now as well, couldn't you?
Yeah, I would have thought so, yeah.
Yeah. So there you go, there's Catherine, fabulous game, and that's all the time we've got for today. But make sure you tune in tomorrow for our Christmas thing. Our Christmas countdown continuation. I've been Bren.
I've been Jay.
And we've been GameGazm. Hello, welcome to GameGazm's Christmas countdown. I'm Bren.
Are you sure?
No!
You don't sound so sure.
And I'm Rudolph. Hello, welcome to GameGazm's Christmas countdown. I'm Bren.
I'm Jay, and Bren, what game have we got today? I'm Jay, and Bren, today what game have we got? So I'm going to do that again because I said that backwards. Today what game do we have?